Hi guys, I am super excited for the follow-up of our nutrition seminar that was open to the public today. So grateful that those of you that could make it did, and I understand that Saturdays are really busy, especially before Super Bowl, and maybe some of you can't even walk after the 50 birthday candles that we ran on the hills yesterday. That was a pretty tough workout, so you might be recovering from that. But I'm going to do a small recap. The video was pretty lengthy and the audio wasn't that great because the camera was a little too far away. So I'm going to do tidbits that were really valuable things that were taught in the nutrition seminar. So first and foremost is we're going to talk about spinach. And so the macronutrients are listed on the back of any food group. And the camera might be reversed, so you probably won't be able to read it. But it will tell you the amount of calories per serving. It'll tell you, which this has 2 cups per serving. There's 13 servings in this spinach bag. It looks like a big pillow, but you're not supposed to sleep on your spinach. But anyways, in 2 cups of spinach, it has 20 calories, 0 fat. Yay. But fats are not bad. We got to stop giving fats a bad rap. Cholesterol 0, sodium 65 milligrams, and total carbohydrates only 3 grams, which is 1% of your daily requirement. Dietary fiber is 2 grams, 0 sugar, which is great, and 2 grams of protein. What I noticed right away when and the most important is vitamin K, 510% of your daily requirements you're getting by having spinach, 160% of your daily requirements for vitamin A, and vitamin C 40%, iron 15%, and folate 40%. This is based on 2,000 calorie diet. So I love reading that to you and re-educating myself on why spinach is so great. But why it's also so great is with all those nutrients, you're not going to get too filled up by eating a lot of spinach. Sometimes when you're doing macronutrient balancing and trying to eat clean and drop the weight, when you start eating healthy foods, sometimes you just feel like you're just jamming food in to get the calories in. And so spinach is one of those great ones that you don't have to have that challenge. But one of the things that I really was excited, I follow a lot of fitness trainers and a lot of nutritionists, and I get probably 20 emails every day from all of them. And I read through them, and there's some just great people out there with great information that I'm just going to pass on this one email that I got from a nutritionist, which is, I have cravings and I don't know what to do about those cravings. I also have a few people that come up to me after boot camp, myself personally, that will say, oh my gosh, if it wasn't for the candy bars late at night, or even like myself, cinnamon rolls, after the 5:30 a.m. boot camp's over, and I have a 9 a.m. that's coming up, I have that little, like, oh, I can eat it. I can eat a cinnamon roll. How do you get rid of that craving? And it's to eat spinach. So in a Sweden Lund University, I'm trying to think, a study, my words can't get the best of me, they found that incorporating spinach is going to actually help you to curb your appetite and actually lose weight. So they had a placebo effect where 50% of the people had a placebo and the other had the spinach extract, which is basically the cell membrane of the spinach stems that is basically called a thylakoids. And thylakoids, those are known to reduce your hunger and particularly your cravings for sweets and fast food by up to 95%. And that's huge. So thylakoids work by slowing down your digestion process, and they give your intestinal hormones time to communicate to the brain that, you're satisfied. And that's one of the biggest craving problems with other foods is you'll be sitting there eating a candy bar or a bag of potato chips or french fries or something else that's sweet, and you're not getting satisfied and you don't understand why. You're still eating more of it and you're miserable afterwards. It's because you never got the nutrients that you need. So these thylakoids that are in the stems of the spinach, the people who were eating the spinach group, they lost 50% more weight than the placebo effect people, which is huge. So naturally, if you're feeling more satisfied, you're not going to fall into the regular snacking of all the wrong foods, and that means increased weight loss, and of course, you're going to end up having a flatter stomach. So some of the easier ways to get spinach into your diet is to put it into your protein shake, and though your protein shake is going to change colors, it's not going to be any different in the taste. Make sure that you include the stems. The second one is to juice, and fruits and juicing like that is phenomenal. Is to put the spinach in. Once again, you're not going to taste it. And then a spinach salad is always great. But one of the things I love is seared spinach, and it's just cooking it really fast in some coconut oil. And so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how fast you can make this wonderful treat. And we're also going to talk about, so I've got it on high right now, just get it really heated up. And I'm going to make a little educational part of what we learned today this is called eyeballing 2 cups of spinach, okay? And so I'm going to put it on my scale and make sure my scale is level. So you can pick up one of these little scales. And I'm just going to drop the spinach in, and holy cow, it's light. It's only half of my requirements that I need. So I'm going to add more spinach and more spinach. Wow, I can't believe how much spinach I have to eat. That is a lot of spinach. Okay, so we're going to use their coconut oil. You can pick that up at Costco. And since I am cooking for, let's see, how many more meals? 4 more meals. I'm going to need 8 spinach cups. So I'm going to put a nice heaping couple tablespoons of coconut oil in here. And I want it to get pretty hot. I'm not going to put my garlic in until my coconut oil is fully melted. And it kind of has a consistency like Crisco. It doesn't taste like Crisco. It just has the texture of it. When it melts, it's like a real nice, yummy, flavorful oil. And so, I can't believe I have to eat all this spinach. It's a lot of spinach. But watch what happens, okay? So here we go. That's what you're thinking, right? That's what I'm thinking. Put a nice tablespoon in of garlic, and I'm just gonna get that kind of boiling in there. I'm gonna quickly add my spinach, go on to the next one, stirring it, and I'm gonna reduce my heat as I'm getting my other spinach in here. Here's my second batch of spinach. Stirring that in. Here's my third batch. And finally, my 4th batch. All right, so now that I've got my spinach all in here, I'm going to put some fresh lemon in. And I love cooking with garlic and lemon and sea salt, Himalayan sea salt, and black pepper, cracked pepper. So I've got that all in. Gonna dose this pretty heavy with black cracked pepper. It's fresh and wonderful. Turn down that heat so that it's not going to be too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That should be plenty of salt once I start stirring around. So I'm going to turn the heat back up. And I'm going to just turn this around with some tongs and get that garlic from the bottom. And one thing about me and cooking is I love to fling this spinach all over the place. I've got some spinach flying. So, it is beautiful. So I'm turning that heat up, back up to high, turning it constantly. mixing it all together. Once I get that kind of cooked down a little bit, you'll see the texture starts to change. And because I'm going to end up packaging this into meals for the rest of the week, I don't want to have my spinach cooked too much, because if I do, when I reheat it, it's going to be really soggy. So I'm just getting it to where it looks like this here, kind of this consistency. Hope you can see that. Turn that heater off, and then I'm just going to package that up, divvy it out into each of my meals, divide that into 4 servings, and put it into my quinoa brown rice and chicken with French herbs that I have on my chicken for my dinners. And so that was the next thing that we learned, is we want to avoid having red meats and fish in the evenings. We want to have white meats in the evening because of the glycogen that is released when we're having those foods in the evening. That will help us to have more of restorative sleep and also to burn more fat in the evenings. So I hope that you found this information valuable. I'm sorry that some of you couldn't make it to the nutrition seminar. I'll be sending all these recaps and videos within the newsletters and passing this valuable information on to you so that you can learn to be healthier and get the extra weight off, the spare tire thing that we all talk about, or the muffin top. Back fat, our favorite one. You know, I want my baby back fat. No, we don't. We don't want our baby back fat. So hopefully you can tune in as we send out these meal plans, and you guys can start eating clean and adding these wonderful, valuable pieces of one ingredient foods into your diet. Thanks so much, you guys, and have a wonderful Super Bowl.